Greetings, beautiful Soul Tribe. Today we have a special, very, very special guest. Her name is Autumn, and she is, who are you, Autumn?
I'm your daughter.
She is my daughter. So guys, this is my beautiful, beautiful daughter. She is in Oklahoma right now, and this is the first time in our lives that we are side by side on computer versus
In
her being my
person.
neighbor. Her being my neighbor.
Your roommate, right across the door.
Yeah, literally my roommate. So Autumn has experienced my spiritual awakening and the growth that I've come to this now existence. And she has so many questions, and she is also a mentor to her friends, to other family members, because she grew up to understand and love herself and go through the trials and tribulations, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. That's for sure.
So I wanted to really touch base on cycles because your friend the other day, they channeled into me and Sharam, and he had a question. What was his question, Autumn?
He said, why do we tend to repeat the same cycles even if it's not intentional?
Right. And that, guys, that is such a great question, and we we all feel this in so many different ways in several parts of our lives. Um, what was your feedback? What advice do you give for that?
Well, to break a cycle, you have to know why you're in the cycle to begin with. And a part of finding out why you're in the cycle is finding out the lesson behind why you're in the cycle. So you asked me earlier, what is an example of a cycle that I've had in my life? No, I'm only 20, so I only have very few examples, and that's with relationships, whether it be a friendship, a partnership, a family situationship. Mine is a toxic relationship partnership that I was in,
Yeah.
and it was with the same person, a constant back and forth, on and off. What are we doing cycle? And it was, I think my lesson behind that was to find self love and my self worth versus looking for it in the validation of him.
Right. How long did this cycle go on?
Sheesh, like 4 years, 3 years.
Wow, 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 wow. So when you were in this cycle, did you know you were in the cycle and you were trying to get out of the loop?
It was more of I knew I was in it, but I didn't want to see it.
Yeah,
I did, I myself didn't break it, even though I saw the signs. I literally physically threw up because that energy made me sick. But it was something I was just like, please give me a chance. Please let me be happy. Please let me be happy. Versus I thought that was making me happy. And it was me chasing something that I wanted to find within him versus within myself.
wow, wow, that's powerful. That's so powerful for me as her mom friend to hear, because I saw her through this growth. And for me, it was very difficult to combat for as a parent in my own healing transformation. So so Autumn, so this went on for years. Did he come back in certain times of your life, or was it when how did that happen whenever he would come around?
Okay. So honestly, a lot of it was in Mercury in retrograde, or it would be a summer night. I would have a great night with my friends. We would giggle, we'd have a couple drinks, be at the pool, just laughing. And then I would think I'd finally move on. I'm like, okay, I can be happy. This is something that I can put behind me. And in the past, I would get a text or a Snapchat, blank added you as a friend or wants to send you this message. And I'd be like, whoa, like I couldn't breathe. I'd be like, what do I do? And me thinking, okay, I'm moved on from this. Maybe we can say our words of peace. Maybe we can get our closure. I'm like, all right, let me get my closure. Well, that closure turned into a cycle that I wasn't willing to break within myself. I'm like, okay, well, this closure, maybe we can be friends. Well, that trying to be friends turned into whether it be feelings or me looking for that validation within him that I didn't have within myself. It was something that continued to repeat itself.
Wow, 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 wow. And did you notice, so basically at your highest peak whenever you're feeling that you released him, you were tested. Could that be it?
Mhm. I think that's exactly what it was. I was tested and I knew I was like, okay, I got this. I'm powerful. I can pass this test. But it was like his energy. I think you can look into someone's eyes and see different people. Well, in him, I saw a loving, sweet person. I was like, okay, he has these eyes that you just love. And then when someone gets mad or over tries to overpower your energy or control you and not let you flourish into who you're meant to be and keep you stuck in that stagnant energy, you see that evil, that dark black. And I started to see that shape shifting eyes within him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're a distraction. And I wish you all the well and the best in the world. But, you know, you're not meant to be with me. And it turned out he definitely got his karma. He is where he is probably meant to be for a while. He don't only hurt me but a lot of other people around him, and I think that's what comes with you being a lesson in a lot of people's lives. You're going to have to deal with your karma, and if you're not willing to put in that work, which he wasn't, then you're going to get what I'm not going to say you deserved it, but you're going to get what you had coming. You get what you give.
You get what you give, and then you have to heal it. You have to heal it and seek forgiveness. So do you think that whenever you would return back to him, you were wanting to give him validation for forgiveness? Did you feel that you wanted him to forgive you for because I remember you thought that you didn't want to abandon him. He's been through such a sad life, and he gave you this story of being a victim, and it hurt you,
Yes.
and you're such a loving person, and it touched your heart. So you would not want to be, you didn't want to be that person that left him, but he was always pushing you away. So when
He
you
was
went
always the
back,
one leaving me.
right, right. Yes.
And we're
So,
both Virgos too. So
wow.
September birthdays. We're Virgos, so our intense energies, because Virgos are very, we're very intuitive, we're very out there. Our energies kind of bounced off each other. And I want to say the energy that I gave, he reciprocated that because he definitely didn't. I would say I definitely gave more, and any times my cups were full, he'd empty them. And I can't tell you how many times I'd cry or he'd make me feel like shit. But then I realized that was him reflecting his pain and his guilt on me and trying to make our traumas, trying to bond over trauma versus healing.
Wow, 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 guys. That's all so powerful. You've had many lessons in this one karmic partner. You've learned a lot of different codings within yourself to activate you to your higher consciousness. And that's beautiful for me to hear. And actually, this is the first time me and Autumn guys are talking about this toxic partner. So what broke the cycle? What was the I'm done. I see the light, I see your eyes. Like what transpired?
In all honesty, after he got in the situation he's in, we still talked. We were still friends. I went to the river with my brother, your son, Daniel. We had an amazing time, and I wasn't looking for anybody. I wasn't looking for anything. I was just there to have fun and vibe. Well, I met this friend of mine, the friend that asked that question the other day,
Yeah.
and we kind of just clicked. Like our beliefs, our our spiritual souls, our connection, our minds kind of just connected more than I've connected with anybody just like that.
Yeah.
We went to a little concert at the lake, we looked at the stars, we talked about our goals, what we believe about stars, different realities, different dimensions, things you don't talk about a lot of people first meeting them. So
Right.
it got more into depth, and he kind of just changed my perspective on, we talked about relationships, of course, on how a man should treat a woman. And he he's obviously older than me. He's like 5 years older than me, and he was giving me very good advice about how I'm young, not to just settle down, how just there's so much to look forward into life other than relationships and things like that. And he really changed the way I look at a lot of things. And now me and him are, we're just
Vibing
here.
together. You're vibing
We're
together.
vibing. We're vibing and we're learning a lot from each other every day. He teaches
So
me something new every day, and I teach him something new every day.
that's the power of heart soul tribe, guys. Finding that a soulmate, not a karmic partner. So Autumn has not just jumped out of one relationship into another. She has been single for a very long time. Oh my gosh, you've been single for a year. How long?
Probably a couple years.
Yeah,
That whole situation, the 4-year situation that happened, we weren't dating the whole time. It was just a cycle of talking, not talking,
yeah.
go months with talking, out talking. That cycle, I'm not even gonna lie, I broke about not even 6 months ago.
Yep. And as soon as you broke it, as soon as you realized your worth, as soon as you got out of what feels comfortable, the light was shined upon you and you met this great guy. You met this great person, this great energy
And he
friend.
inspires me to be
Yeah,
the best me. He pushes me harder versus dragging me down. And the thing about my ex that was so toxic and stuff, I could be myself around him, but to an extent, I couldn't shine my light because a lot of people, if you have that vibe and you're just silly and you're goofy and you can be who you are, they don't accept it or it's annoying because they're vibrating at such a lower vibration.
exactly. Guys, I am a proud mom over here, hearing Autumn shining her light and knowing her worth. Like, seriously. So, this is just a great way how to break out of the loop, the toxic cycles. So, you notice first you're in the cycle. You realize I have somebody that I know that's been doing her taxes. Every time I talk to her, taxes, taxes, taxes. I'm like, is taxes all year round? She's always doing her taxes. So, she's in this loop for many years. She has been doing this. Finally, it's like identifying that you're in this loop of distraction. So you got to figure out what is going on. What do I need to heal? What do I need to see? And sometimes you may heal a certain thing and see a certain visions of this loop, this cycle. So you don't fully escape it. It slows down. The cycle slows down where you're getting out of the loop, but you're identifying what needs to be healed. You're healing more aspects of it. And then finally you're out the cycle, hence into something new, a new relationship, a new position, a new
New
energy
beginnings all
shift.
around.
Always, it's like we're always experiencing deaths of a job, relationship, um, living conditions, whatever it may be. We're always experiencing that. So that's how you guys break the loop. Autumn is an experienced cycle breaker, and she is happy. She is happy. We're also
Oh yeah.
what else were we talking about? Okay, for the viewers who are out there with who wonder about my light language and my path, Autumn is one that's been next to me side by side during my whole spiritual transformation.
I used to think she was crazy until I was proved firsthand, eye to eye.
She
Because,
did think it was
they
crazy.
try to distract you with all this no hate against religion at all. I grew up in church. I am a full believer in God, but don't be closed minded to the possibilities of you are a God yourself. Like that angel and devil on your shoulder is within you.
Yeah, it's our shadow side versus our light. So we have to go into the dark to see the light. So Autumn, as far as my let's go back a little bit. Let's kind of I want to share with the viewers a little bit of my old self that I can't really remember. Was I always this nice
Ooh,
with
you're
restrictions?
putting me on.
We are on
So
YouTube.
I wouldn't say you were nice. I would say it was more tough love.
Mhm.
Like, me and Daniel definitely didn't get it the easiest, but I'm actually thankful because a lot of these, excuse my language, baby kids, um, I will never let my kids act how I see some of these kids acting. And no offense, parent how you parent, but without us getting grounded or spanked. Which, fun fact, actually, if you know the meaning of, hold on, sorry, I cut out my phone. So if you know the meaning of being grounded to earth and being centered, that's you being grounded. Like, you need to ground your energy, ground yourself. That's why you get grounded when you're a kid, to think about what you did wrong and to ground and think about why you did what you did in your actions, to ground your energy. Grounded, hence,
Yes, yes.
I just knew, but that's something I've kind of always put together. You just disciplined us more than a lot of parents did, but I'm thankful because a lot of my friends or old friends, the way that they talk to their parents, I would slap my kids. And we would have been slapped or spanked or grounded.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to waste food. We had a curfew. We had to be in by the streetlights turned on. We had a bedtime. We had to have good grades. We had chores. Biggest thing, parents, if you're watching this, give your kids chores and don't let them just it'll pay off because they're gonna think they can live like slobs when they're older. If not, so definitely give your kids chores. We had family game nights. We had a good childhood.
Yeah.
We got everything we wanted for the most part and needed, but like for football games, we didn't get to go to every game. We didn't get to go to every party. I probably didn't get to start going out till I was almost 18.
Yeah. So guys, I used to work a 3D job a lot. I was always at work. I was working, and not living
Working or
enough.
cooking dinner or cleaning the house.
Yes.
And let me tell you guys, my mom doesn't eat meat now, but she can cook. Like, I can't go to a restaurant and just eat anything on the menu because I know my mom can probably cook it better.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Autumn. Okay, so let's fast forward, guys. So this is the transformation. This is coming out. This is 3D stepping into your spiritual side, you know. So when I started activating and buying herbs and stuff like that, and you were thinking I was crazy, and your friends probably thought I was some witch next door.
Yes.
Oh, there's one of her friends who probably thought I was one too, but she's actually had some healing done, huh, Cammy?
This is Cammy.
Cammy has
had your face.
No, she's it's late over there. We are in an 8 hour time change, but
Yeah.
Cammy is
She's grumpy. It's 4 a.m.
So Autumn stayed up so she could have this conversation. So we're very grateful for her. All right, so fast forward to the spiritual journey when I was going through my dark night of the soul. What feedback can you give on that?
So I'm only 20 years old, and the whole 20 years of being alive, I can tell you one thing: I've never seen my mom cry. Up until maybe a couple years ago, then she just hugged me one day and started crying. And I was like, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "I'm just working on healing myself." And this is a part of it, showing emotion, because, when you show emotion, sometimes you're scared to speak up or feel vulnerable and show those emotions because you're so used to having this shield up, or you're supposed to be this person when really you can be whoever you want to be. Right. There's no set limit to it. It's just people are always going to judge you. It's about not caring what people think.
Right. So like the no tears guys. Yep, exactly. It's like we were taught as children, don't cry. Here's candy. Hold that in. You shouldn't cry because you want something. You shouldn't cry because you got spanked. So we get all these blockages that are encompassed into our heart. We get tears. Our tears start drying up where we don't know when we should cry and when we should not. So during the healing process, crying is healing. Crying is releasing the flow of energy and letting go of what no longer serves us. So I would always start crying. I'm like, it feels so good, guys. Like sometimes I get tears in my eyes
or even laughing.
Yeah, yeah, laughing. So for those of you who are on your healing path, your healing journey, and you hold back your tears because you don't want people to judge what you think, like Autumn says, do what you do and know it's for you. So if you feel it, let it go. Let it go and allow yourself to heal. And then Autumn has experienced some healing. Her and her friends would get healing from me, and I use oils, sound therapy.
We had a whole Zen room, by the way, guys. Zen room, a whole room.
And I was
I made this thing. Okay, continue what you were saying.
No, go ahead. Oh, you made something.
Can you see my face still?
I can see your face.
So I actually came up with this little poem. It says, "Be who you want to be. The vision is yours to see." That's it. Just a little.
That's powerful.
It says, "Be who you want to be. Your vision is yours to see."
So manifest.
Yes. What's the plan? So I can understand. Tell me your mission so I can see the vision.
So that's like the other side. Is that what you got? That's like the other side. It's like you're asking a question and then it's like angels saying, tell me what you want so I can make it happen. Your guides, divine. You know what I mean? It's like there's two different voices in that paragraph.
And then there's this one. It says, create, don't hate. There is something beautiful. Okay, this one kind of made no sense to me. And it was like, I wake up at random times and just write things that come to my head. So this one, it makes sense if you think about it. So it says, create, don't hate. There is something beautiful about the mind that's one of a kind, one with the divine. I'm not sure exactly what that one means yet, but I wrote it for a reason.
You
So,
did. So when you go back, you'll flip through, and then when you go back, it's going to hit you in a way where it's messages. So when I go back to like my light language that I've never posted, that when I was doing all the activations and stuff, I go back to that and it's messages and activations for myself. So I believe that what you have in your hands, what you're writing down are diaries for yourself, for your future self. So when you look back, you'll be like, I know what I was going through, but they're going to power up even more.
and there's power in writing. So it was last Halloween, I think, and Halloween's it's like it's open, the portals are open to the other
Yeah.
worlds and all that good stuff. So I'm pretty sure it was a full moon last Halloween or the Halloween before, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. And my mom was like, you're not going out. And I was like, why not? And you're like, nope, it's a full moon, you're not going out. So we stayed home, we had a fire, and we had meditation music on, we had the tiki torches lit, and we were writing. And as we were writing, we would burn pages of things that we no longer needed. And that's a good coping mechanism to release what's no longer
Yeah.
serving you, to burn it, but always make sure to get rid of the excess ashes or to let them blow away or whatever you feel is best. There's lots of good methods to release versus just keep those thoughts on your head and not release them with power.
Yeah. So what advice, Autumn, since you're 20 and there's a lot of people that are 20 and up that are listening into this channel. There's mothers, there's daughters, there's different levels of people, grown adults like myself, but we're still kids at heart. There's so many different age groups that come in here. What is your advice that you can offer them during your path, during this now moment, this now time that you can like what do you want to offer? What do you want to share?
The best thing that has worked for me, because a lot of people, they're in a hurry. I have to do this. I have to get there. Even if you're just in a car and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be late. My best advice to give you, don't stress. Don't worry. Like Bob Marley says, don't worry about a thing. Yeah, that song, I'm not going to sing because my voice. Yeah, it's so kind of just don't really worry and don't rush too much to the future because that's where your anxiety, your fear, your stress, and worry comes from. It's looking too much into the past and too much into the future. Be content with the present moment and know that whatever happens, it's going to work out for you. Because you have people going off to college, you have people working 40 plus hours a week, you have people in a hurry to make it to the gas station. Just never be in a hurry. Enjoy being where you're at because tomorrow's not going to be the same. The next day is not going to, nothing is ever going to be the same. A year from now, you're not going to be in the same place, maybe not with the same people. Anything could happen at any moment. So just be who you want to be happy, and put the bullshit aside. And if someone's not good for you, you're going to know and you're going to feel it. So do what's best for you and don't care what other people think. It's
Yes, I
really,
love that. So
that's really
staying focused, be in the
stay
now.
focused, stay in the now, stay happy, and really no one's opinion matters but yours. And if someone is bothering your energy that much, that's a sign to tell you that you need to move forward and they're no longer on the energy frequency that you are. Just be happy, focus on what's best for you, and just know that you're guided to do what's right. And if you're always doing everything with good intentions and love, you can never go in the wrong direction. So if you're ever having a bad day, no, we all have bad days, but it's never too late to make that good day a bad day.
Yes. Boom. Autumn. Lastly, how do you shift your energy consciousness from your stuck, because we have our ups and downs,
Mm-hmm.
what advice can you give people to shift their energy from when they're feeling low and sad because it's happening as we're ascension with
So you've taught me a couple things, and I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't know any of this if it wasn't for my mom. And I've actually was researching today because I know about the Hamsa, I know about the evil eye, but I was researching the religion or not the religion, the what's it called? Like Hindu with like Buddhist, and I was researching behind that, the backstory behind all that, but scratch all that.
the spiritual ways of
Well,
it.
behind it, yeah, because
Yeah.
I may know about it, but if I know about it, I can always learn more about it.
Yeah, yeah.
But wait, what was your question? I was going to say something. I always
You raise your
I'm always
frequency. We
oh
vibe. Yeah.
yes. So there's a couple different ways. You can either find crystals that are drawn to you to help. I had an evil eye ring that my mom gave me. I actually recently just took it off. You can see my tan line from it
Yeah.
actually. That helps with negativity releasing. Or this is my prayer. You can come up with your own prayer, but this is mine. It's exactly this. I call upon Archangel Michael, if you know who that is, that vibrates at his highest vibration with love and light, to cut and remove those cords latched onto me for the greater good, and to send them back with love and light. I repel any anxiety, stress, worry, fear, hate, any unwanted negative emotions. I repel and I replace them with love and light. I am strong. I am powerful. I call my power back from those that may be taking it from me. Everything is working out best case scenario for the greater good. And just little affirmations and little prayers like that. It may not be verbatim, but I say something along those lines at least once or twice a day before bed when you wake up. Or there's an affirmation that says, everything that I have is all that I need. Everything that I need, I already have. Anything I desire, I will receive because my reality is created by me. I am successful. I am peaceful. I am free. I am wise. I am potential energy. And like a phoenix, I shall rise. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am power. I am talent. I am mind. I am body. I am spirit. I am balanced. I am something. I am enlightened. I'm outside the realm of time. I am a part of the all, and I am one with the divine.
Wow, yeah, that one's powerful. He says it really fast too, and it's so uplifting even hearing it, no matter who says it, how you say it. Yeah, I like that. I love
Another thing
that.
that I've noticed, you know how you made like people just have to, sometimes you just have to shake off, whether you look
Yeah,
crazy or not, you just have to shake. So something that's worked for me is I'll sit here and I'll breathe. I'll do deep breathing. I'm kind of learning to crack my back with deep breaths. Like I can crack some bones in my body,
yeah,
but I stretch like this. And as I'm doing this and I like go like this,
yeah,
I've seen you do it a lot too, but I've been doing it. You push that energy and you can
yeah,
feel it. You push it
yeah.
and you just,
Which is
any energy you're feeling that's not yours, and you'll hear popping, like my wrist will pop.
mine
And
are too.
as you do that, you picture as it's a white light and it's removing all the toxins or anything negative that may be latched onto you, and it's repelling it and releasing it from your body. It's not all going to happen at once, but you'll feel it. You'll feel that your hands all have energy to them, and you can feel that you've released that stagnant energy as you move whatever way you may choose to move.
Autumn also has been going through ascension symptoms, guys. I know we all have, but I was going through my old videos of when I was going through certain symptoms. One of them was hot head, having a hot head. Autumn, do you remember me always putting ice packs on my head and doing
Yeah, and
our
your
hair
head would
treatment?
tingle.
Yeah, yeah. She was just talking about that the other day. Her head was hot. So these are ascension symptoms. We're like shedding, we're downloading, we're uploading, we're doing so much. So if you guys are going through that hot head feeling, the best thing that I use,
Tiredness,
yeah,
headaches,
yep, all that. I
even
use,
throwing up and pooping. Just saying.
yeah, yeah, nausea, vomiting. Yeah, what color are you? Are you when you throw up? If you're throwing up this energy, what color is it?
Okay, honestly, when I was in Ohio, I was throwing up really dark brown.
Yeah,
And another thing that goes along with this
energy
is,
that
for
she's around.
example, energy. Yes, energy when you're around. So your intuition, as you know, never lies. And a lot of people, you'll come around people where they think, oh, what you do or what you believe when it comes to energy in the universe, it's bad, or oh, it's this or it's that. They're just being haters for one.
Yeah,
They don't know what they're talking about. They're not,
judging.
they're still sleeping. People are always going to want to get to you in that aspect of you're not doing something right. But like I said, like my mom has taught me, no matter what it is that you believe in, no matter what it is, as long as you have good intentions with what you're doing, you're not going to be guided in the wrong direction. You can be a Christian, you can be a Buddhist, you could be no religion at all, just spiritual and believe what you believe, or just not have really a set mind. Just know that when you do things with good intention, you're rewarded, and you give to the universe, it gives back. a lot of the times when you feel scared, like my mom in our house that we grew up in since I was in second grade, it's very, very, very protected. I'll tell you that much. And I can tell you when my mom was there, I have never felt scared in my own house, not once, never in my life, never, 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 never. And I used to be scared of the dark. So when my mom and me lived together, it was always like homey and the scent was nice and you could actually breathe. I live with my stinky brother now. I love him, but he has this girl, and I'm not going to name any names. We're just going to call her X. And she, when people, you feel people's energies and stuff. So me and my friend, we were going out to the kitchen the other day, and you feel scared, and you're like, okay, the vibe's off. I know this isn't my energy. I know I'm protected. I know my house is protected. That's when you check in, like, why am I feeling like this? Whose energy has been around me or is around me or in this house that is making you feel like that? And that's when you feel the most scared. That I wouldn't say the devil or demons, but a bad force is trying, or an entity is trying to come at you and attack you and make you feel that way and take your good energy.
You're
And
like,
that's
yeah,
what that's what
okay.
that's what the darkness feeds on, is fear. So when you ever feel scared or you just feel weird, just know that you have, picture, my mom tagged me in this thing, picture like you're walking with all your ancestors behind you. Know that they're trying to get at you because they know you're powerful. So know your power and call your power, and don't be scared, because when you're the most scared, that's when it comes up, or whatever it may be, the dark force, whatever, comes up and tries to get
Speed.
at you.
Yeah.
But realize that's also, it's a balance. Without dark, there can't be light,
Correct.
right? We all have some type of dark within us, but it's a balance. It's like you may be a good person, but for example, like a bad quality, like we all have bad qualities. I can't really name one right off the bat right now, but let's say any type of bad quality you have, or that you may
Jealousy.
have
Jealous.
inherited or something. Jealousy,
Yeah.
that right there is a part of being your dark part. But
Right.
you have to learn how to balance that and come at peace with your dark to be your authentic self and your light. It's like I said earlier, the devil and the angel on your shoulder.
Yep.
You have to come to a compromise and be okay with the good and the bad to be a whole.
Yes. And that's with all emotions, guys. That's with anger. That's with jealousy. That's with lack. That's with overconfidence. That's with um, just, it's always, I think a lot of it is not feeling enough. That's like different types of fears. So overcoming it. So what did you do when you felt that energy in the house?
Well, in all reality, I I know that energy is not me, and I know it's not my best friend. So when you know whose energy it is, or you have an idea, that's when you just send it back with love and light, no hateful words, just send it back and call your power back. Like I said, I call my power back. This is my house. I'm not scared. I
Get
said,
out.
Jinx, are you
Tell them get
scared?
out.
Jinx is my cat, by the way. You guys might know who she is. I have a black cat. Her name's Jinx. She's so beautiful. She's so cute. And she
My
loves me.
cat.
But anyways, about I said I call my power back because animals, I don't know if you guys may know, animals can see, well, not animals, but my cat is very smart. She can see all 9 dimensions, or maybe 10. I think it's 9 or 10 dimensions that we have. I couldn't remember. I read about it.
I'm still
But I
learning,
said,
as we all are.
yeah. I said, are you scared, Jinx? And she said, my cat talks. Like she really, like mom hasn't, she said hi before.
Yeah.
Like she'll purr it, like I said, no, I said, yeah, I call my power back, you're not welcome. Because those dark forces that try to come disturb your peace, that's, like I mentioned a minute ago, that's when they try to get you when you're feeling your most
You
scared
kick
or
them out.
worried, or yeah, you kick them out and you call your power back because you're powerful. And when you, especially when you know that energy is not yours, that's when you know, okay, I'm powerful enough to know it's not mine and to send it back,
So
call my
Autumn
power
was
back.
growing up in Ohio because she
Yes.
had these other energies and they're very toxic. There's toxic energies around there, guys. I mean, it just is. It is.
It's
Um,
everywhere, and you'll be able
yeah.
to feel it and tell.
Yeah. Yeah. And just like I had a client that was feeling sick, she was around family members who were very toxic. And she was having stomach pain. So she came over to my house and she was like, I just haven't been able to eat. Autumn, you know this client. She's been around
Mhm.
like certain family members and she was able to eat and she wasn't able to sleep and
In
she's been having,
Oklahoma?
yeah. And then
Okay.
she was sitting down. I said, let me do some light language on you. I'm gonna send you some energy and we're gonna clear this up. So I started doing some light language. You weren't there, I don't think, Autumn. And I just started channeling to her, clearing it out. She was at a distance. This is why distant healing works, guys. It works. It's timeless. It's energy. So I'm clearing it out. And out of nowhere, she started gagging. And I kept going, I kept going, kept going. I'm like, we're not, you got to go, go, get out, get out. And I'm channeling light language. And then I finally hear, I'm like, she runs to the bathroom. I'm like, let it out, release it. She ended up throwing up black. She was throwing up black. She had these energy attachments to her. Did you ever hear about that?
I think you did tell me, but I also remember there's a couple of times where you read my aura. You need to post that video actually.
I have to
My
find it.
mom
Yeah.
read my aura, and this was when she was still learning. This was probably like I was what, like 16 or 17.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where
So,
that video is.
which I have that video in our messages.
Yeah.
So we have cameras in our house. Of course, I'm gonna say our house because it's still my mom's house too. And she put me on a wall, and she put I don't know if I had headphones on or what. I had earmuffs or something. And she said, "Okay, Autumn, I want you to breathe." So I said, and I took a breath. I closed my eyes. She said, "Now do not say anything out loud." So I was quiet. I was silent. She said, "You're gonna see a color. Don't tell me the color, but when you're ready and you see the color, open your eyes." So I saw the color and I opened my eyes. She said, "I want you to keep that color in your mind and know what color it is." And I was like, "All right." Well, we had a Pepsi box on the table.
Yeah, I
And
remember this.
she wrote the color on the Pepsi box. And before I said anything, before she said anything, she had wrote the color down. And she had walked to me. She said, "Okay, Autumn, I'm just curious. What color did you see?" And I told her my color. I think it was a blue or white or
Yeah.
green or
Yeah.
something.
It was blue.
And I told her, and
Blue and white, I think.
she said,
Yeah.
"I want you to go look at that Pepsi box." And sure enough, it said the color I said. She wrote it down before I ever said the color, though. And I was gonna tell you guys another story like that had happened, but I forgot. Oh no, one time she was giving me healing in the Zen room because I was her guinea pig. She would do everything on me so we know it worked. And actually, I have two more stories
I
for
was
you. This one and
practicing.
another one. She was practicing, and I had earmuffs on. I was comfy, and she was giving me healing. And anytime she'd give me healing, my way of healing is I fall asleep. You could fall asleep, you could stay awake, whatever you're more comfortable with. Well, I fall asleep. And so I'm laying there, I'm falling asleep, and I'm dreaming, and I'm scared while I'm dreaming. And I wake up. I look at the time, it's like 3 hours later. I've been getting healing for 3 hours. My mom's laying beside me in the Zen room. I was like, whoa, what? She wakes up and she was like, "You felt that, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was protecting me because you, demons and angels aren't what we think or they are. People perceive them to be. They're, you have inner demons, you have inner angels, you have all of that. The world is really, the universe is like unlimited possibilities. But anyways, back to the story. I was like, I had a dream you were beside me. I knew you were beside me. I woke up and she was like, "I was protecting you. Like you were really fighting demons in your sleep." And I knew I was because I was scared, and I woke up and I felt better, like it was all gone. And the reason that she stayed beside me is because she knew I was fighting them and she didn't want me to fight them alone. But I could feel those energies, whether it be my own demons or people latching onto me, not wanting to leave. Well, when I wake up, what wakes me up is I like astral travel. I'm in the car with my friends and they're going somewhere, and I wake up because something bad happens. While all this energy things are going on, I wake up, my mom's beside me. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm sitting here confused. I'm like, I just had a dream. My mom's still beside me. I'm feeling like weird. I'm like, whoa. So I go check my phone, and I'm like, I just need to check on my friends. Well, they're Snapchatting me and they said we're sneaking out, they're going somewhere, like they were driving. And I was like, "No, I just astro traveled with you guys or something, and you need to get home. Like, you do not need to be driving." I'm not sure what exactly happened because I woke up before it happened. But my friends, they know they know my mom and they know me, and they know it's not no bullshit. They firmly believe what we do, what she does, what we believe. They're supporters of it. So that made them feel like that was a message to them to get home. So sure enough, it was a message for them to get home, or they had that bad feeling as well that something was going to happen. So that was one time. And then another time she had put earmuffs on me, like the headphones. And she was like, come here, I want you to lay down for a second. This is right after she became a Reiki master. She was like, I want to try something on you. And I was like, oh, here we go again. And she had this the pendulum thing, and she was balancing my chakras, making sure they were balanced. Well, she was like, I'm gonna heal you where it hurts today. And it was probably I would say like 11 at night, maybe one of the special times. I just know because that's the only time, not the only time, but magic really happens around those times as well. I was on the couch and she's putting her hands over me, like over every chakra I have, bouncing them. She does it a couple times and she goes back to my head. And my head's tingling. I feel her pull and something comes out of my head. I had too much. My crown chakra is blocked. Well, my throat chakra is okay at the time. That's something I'm still learning to work on because, that's a hard one to
That
always
is.
speak words of love and light. And that's with
And
everybody.
truth. Yeah.
You can't always be nice and truthful when it's hard. But my heart, she hit my heart. And I was like, I almost started crying. I was like, whoa. And she pulls it out. And it takes a minute because it's not just going to be like, it's not, if you really want to heal, it's a process and it takes time. Well, she pulls it out and I'm like, whoa, what the, I felt the energy. And this very first time, that's the only, not the only time, but that's the first time I was like, whoa, you're not crazy. Like, you're serious.
Yeah.
And I felt it. And I was like, I looked around and I was like, what just happened? And you didn't say I'm good, but like, you're like, yeah, you felt that, huh? And I was like, yeah, you just pulled something out of my heart and my head. And you said that was energy that was holding you back. And that's when I knew. I was like, whoa, I need to know what is going on here because something's going on and the universe is not the universe, but we're being so distracted with this technology and the media and the news that we really don't get to connect with who we are and find our powers because we're all very powerful and we all have superpowers, whether you know them or not.
And we all can heal ourselves, and it's holding the sacred space. I just channel the energy to you. I pull it in and I channel it to you. You're doing the work, and Autumn does the work. So Autumn started journaling with her friends. Her friends are also wonderful. She has a great group of friends that she can really be herself with. They'll go to the lake. They'll just have fun together. They have each other's
Full
back.
color, journal, picnic, eat snacks.
Yeah. And this is 20. They're not clubbing. They're not up in the club. They're not doing anything crazy. Yeah, they may drink or they may smoke or whatever, but they're
But
being,
that's normal,
yeah,
you know?
they're loving, they're being within love. So it's super awesome to hear this, guys. So just hang in there. It's not always easy. We have to unblock so much within ourselves we heal ourselves, then we heal our family, then we heal our friends. We clear our energy. We continuously clear our energy, no matter what level of awakening, what level of consciousness you are. You're continuously clearing morning, night, through the day. Like Autumn said, know the energy you're around. If you feel sick, if you feel heavy, what else? If you feel like not nausea, you throw up, you're
Anxious.
anxious,
If
angry.
you feel anything other than how you feel when you're by yourself, because you should be familiar with your own energy, then that's when you know it's time to go, glow, and grow.
Yep. Clear your shit. But yeah, thank you, Autumn,
Clear your
for
shit and make it legit.
yeah. Thank you for being so amazing and awesome. It's late where she's at, but she's still looking bright and beautiful. She's gonna go back to bed, wake up, and enjoy her beautiful day. What's the weather like over there?
Probably going to be 101 degrees today,
Oh
but
my God.
me and my friend are going to Alabama to the beach this weekend,
Yay,
so
it's gonna be super
that should
fun.
be fun.
Keep in touch. And oh, lastly, for real, last part, light language. Tell my
I'm not on
viewers,
no time. What?
tell my tell my viewers what you think about light language, the light language channeling that I bring in.
So,
The beginning, the middle, and
one
the
thing
end.
I can say is remember normal's boring. Remember that. And if you're around people that are normal or you can't be yourself around, then you're around the wrong people. And my mom, she may be crazy, goofy, silly, but she knows her shit, and she knows her shit. And light language, you may not understand it, but your soul does. And you'll get to a point where some things you will understand, whether you mean to or not. Or when she's speaking in her light language and then she goes to English, because she'll be like, this is an example. I'm not disrespecting light language, so I'm sorry, angels. I'm just going
No,
to give an
you're not.
example.
You're not. You just
It's
like,
like gong jolly da da da, and then you do this autumn and blah da da da, and that's why this, like, and it's not exactly that, not exactly those words, but that's how,
it's
you'll
channeling into your
say something in
energy.
English, and yeah, just be open and don't ever let anybody else make your decisions for you, especially when it comes to finding whatever it is that you believe in life, whether it be the universe, God, goddesses, everything. You're open minded. Never let what people say hold you back from finding your purpose, because like I said, normal's boring, and the people around you are like, not the people, but the media. Just remember, they're not always honest with you. There's hidden messages behind what is posted.
Yeah. So connect with your soul tribe, heal what you can heal, be the best version of yourself every day, love and light.
And you'll never go wrong.
Surround yourself with people of love who love you, who are with you, who talk good
And
vibrations.
don't judge you.
Vibration. No judging. Yep, no judging. And you're gonna get
And normal's boring, like I said.
normal is very boring. Normal is very sheeple. So be your authentic self, shine your light wherever you're at, continue to love and thrive. And you know what? No matter what age you're at, if you're 10, if you're 4, if you're 50, 60, 70, 80, whatever age you're at, learning new things and being open to new things is it's good. It's good being open to
It
healing
doesn't hurt to learn. It never hurts to learn.
and to
Because I'm
share.
telling you right now, if I would have, let's say when I was 10 years old, if I would have known what I know now, I'd be unstoppable right now. I mean, I still can be, but if I knew what I knew now when I was 10, just remember what they try to push on you in school and whatever. Don't ever feel like you're pushed into it. Relationship over religion. Relationship over religion. One more time.
Yeah,
Relationship
over religion.
over religion.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
whatever you feel is right, don't ever let anybody else tell you that it's wrong, because your good intentions, that's all you need.
yeah. All
Know
right.
know that everything works out for you.
I could keep Autumn on here all day, but I know we got things to do. I send you guys so much love and light. Autumn, any last words before I hang up with this podcast?
Nope, just be who you want to be and be happy.
Yeah. Sending you guys lots of love and light. Bye.
Bye.
So, guys, that was my daughter, Autumn. She is an amazing human, starseed, awakened one. As she continues to awaken to her authentic self and unlock so much. She's very advanced, guys. To me, I see her and talking to her and sharing the experience with you guys. It's very meaningful. Part of her conversation as she's talking to me, I'm like, oh. I could feel the emotion of happiness, knowing that she's been guided and it's just not by me. And I keep telling her, look, I'm the one that helped you plant seed. I planted seeds and now she's growing. She's rooting down and pillaring up and out, and she's shining her light to her friends, and the vibration is matching back and forth. So she's bringing in great people into her life as she is releasing old toxic energies, as we all are, and we continue to do this. It's emotions, it's energies, it's just attachments that are in our field. So stay true to yourself and have patience. Be patient with yourself. Know that you're exactly where you need to be at this exact time in life, and it gets better and better, and that's all. And stay out of fear, because had I have lived in fear when people were of judgment as I was awakening to my spiritual ascension and journey, I would have never been here where I'm at now as I'm manifesting and creating my reality. And sometimes it is kind of difficult because you do get caught up in different energies. You do have to ground and center and release and let go and continue to pillar up. But knowing this and practicing this exercise regularly, it becomes not an exercise. It becomes just a part of your life, part of continuous freedom for yourself. So I hope this beautiful message helped you guys as I was connecting with Autumn and sharing a piece of my personal life with you all so you could see the other side of healing spirits emerge. But the light language, if you are looking for a private session or some channel light language for you to help you remember who you are, activate you, whatever you're needing, email me at info@healingspiritsemerge.com, info@healingspiritsemerge.com. Right now, I'm booking 30-minute and 60-minute sessions. We also offer guided meditations. Just we stick together and we continue to help. And it's a great price, guys. So if you're interested in that, send me an email and let's move forward from there. And I love you guys all. Sending you lots of love and light.